mic a bit quiet, Eloy?
What thing?
You sound
Your
like you're
mic,
speaking a little bit further away than usual.
yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry. I have
That's
the
better.
computer
Yeah,
a bit. Yep.
much better.
Yep. Okay, give me a moment. I'm gonna put the charger
Yep. I'll give everybody about
and
5 minutes. We're still missing mental here. Everyone else is here though,
okay.
so if he's not here, we can get started.
Okay.
So, Doc, I'm just. You were asking for if I was vegan, and I guess technically I am. Uh, but I'm not. I don't know. I'm not ideologically vegan. I don't know if that makes sense.
Uh,
Like I'm not necessarily against it. It's just like I just kind of stopped eating meat relatively recently. I guess no. I
okay.
guess technically, like I still have some minestrone, which I think technically might have a little bit of meat in it, minestrone soup. But
Yeah.
so I just haven't eaten it in a while, just because I don't know. It's more expensive and it's just kind of a pain. So,
Fair. That's
and so now
valid.
it's like, yeah, now I'm just kind of like, I don't know.
So you're treating
I'm
it
just,
as if it's like a luxury item. So we're just cutting back. And I agree.
yeah,
Everything's expensive now. It's crazy.
Yeah.
right, yeah, but it hasn't been that recent. So it's been, I don't know, a couple years at
Yeah.
least.
Mm-hmm.
That
So,
that
so
makes
now I'm just
sense.
kind of like, I don't know. I know. I mean, I don't mind if other people eat it, but it's like the thought of eating meat now. It's kind of like,
In this
it makes me
economy,
a little
like
nauseous. So,
Okay, I am back.
yeah,
Welcome
Lori.
back.
yeah,
So,
because a long time ago, like I talked to someone, like we're talking about food, and I just gush about my love over meat, and it turns out one of them is vegan, and I didn't know, and they're very comfortable.
yeah, yeah. Like I often won't even say it because it's like, because I'm not like a ideological or like a militant vegan. That's like, oh, you're evil. It's like I don't care. It's just I don't know. I just don't do it.
Yeah, it's
So
just
whatever.
preference.
Yep. And it's not like I wouldn't eat it if I was somewhere and there was
Yeah,
food and it had meat in it. It's like, I probably wouldn't mind.
yeah, that makes
But
sense.
yeah.
Okay. Guys, give me a moment. I'm gonna put the foot of my dog, and I am
Yep.
back.
Yeah, once you're
Huh?
back, we'll
Okay.
get
Okay.
started. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Oh, wow, 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 wow.
I did find one sort of relatively exotic food that I'd never eaten before, but it actually turned out to be quite good.
Oh, what's
Uh,
that?
Chia seeds.
Oh, those are good actually.
Oh, yeah, a local juice bar serves the juice with chia seeds.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been mixing it with so my usual breakfast staple is the steel cut oatmeal, and I'll mix
Mm-hmm.
it with chia seeds and quite good.
Oh,
Takes a
If you
long time to cook, but
if you do it with
it's fine.
honey too, it's really good.
Oh
Honey
yeah.
honey with chia seeds is very
oh.
delicious.
Hmm.
The first time I had chia seeds, I didn't know what it was because there's something similar in my country, and they usually serve it with syrup.
Hmm.
And so I thought that it was that.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's vaguely reminiscent of like boba, but in terms of
yeah,
the but it's much smaller. But I mean the
yeah.
consistency once it absorbs all the water, it turns kind of gelatinous. So
Were you
Mm-mm.
guys? I don't know how old you both are, but were you around for chia pets?
Oh yeah,
yes,
I
yes.
was.
Yep, that's the same
My
stuff.
mom
Like
wouldn't let
literally
me
the
though.
same
Yeah, I know
thing.
it's funny. Yeah, I know. I thought of that when because I was like looking for something to that because I'm a big fan. I really like oatmeal, and
Mm,
I don't think I don't if I do have it, it's really mild. But so my background is actually Scandinavian. So at least
Oh,
half of it on
ah,
my dad's side, it's Danish and Norwegian. So,
ooh.
oh, so this
but
game's right up your alley then.
Yeah, it's funny, but because of that, like especially on that side of the family, there's a lot of gluten intolerance, and
Ah.
so I I think I have like a really mild form of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I've just kind of cut that. So I've become more of a big fan of oatmeal instead of like wheat based type cereals.
Ah.
But I was always struggling like what a good thing to mix in with it, and I tried like oh gosh, what was it? Um,
I think of oatmeal as something plain. So I just imagined I could put anything on it, like savory, sweet. I just put anything on it, like,
Mm.
because oatmeal in and of itself is plain.
right, right.
So I just went
Ground flaxseed
crazy.
I tried for a while. Um,
That's also pretty
but
good.
Oh,
it is pretty good.
okay,
It's a little more bitter,
I'm back.
All right, welcome
but
back. Um,
but also
Yes.
I
because it's ground, it tends to
uh
kind of
mushy.
go rancid after a while. So
yeah.
Yep.
Ah, yeah.
May-
I
I
just
Maybe
order
I
in like
should
I
go.
good.
I
Sorry.
put anything.
Uh,
I put on a porridge on an oatmeal, if that
Oh
makes
yeah,
any
you
sense.
can put almost anything on it. Yeah, because it is just a bunch of carbohydrates. So
Mm-hmm. You guys ready
Oh,
to
the one that
start?
I said that looks like chia seeds, it's actually basil seeds. We use that
oh yeah,
for
Oh,
desserts here, like syrups and
I didn't know
whatnot.
that
neat,
was actually like a food group item.
nice.
Yeah, basil seeds.
Interesting. Y'all ready to get started?
Let's do it.
All right.
Hopefully,
Sure.
mental is doing
We're
okay.
Yeah, I hope so. I didn't hear any word otherwise, so let me just make sure my stuff's good to go, which it looks like it is. And let me start with turning that off, and
Let's
I'm gonna get
go.
some new music here for a second. All right, so last week when you guys played, you had started a new mystery. It took place about 2 weeks after the events in Falloon. You guys were sitting in the breakfast room, enjoying your quiet breakfast at the castle. Uh, Ingrid, you were going through a newspaper and you had noticed a rather disturbing uh, newspaper article about how there was an overpopulation of asylum patients, and seemed a little suspicious. So that you kept that on the back burner for now. In the meantime, you guys had met Bjorn Prahl, who had came to visit you at the castle, who was Franzibald's butler and life partner. And he had a letter, or rather an invitation, to the Uppsala University Ball, which was being hosted by the Svea Mining Company. And let's see, they had brought everybody there. There was about 900 people in attendance that showed up to this. It was a pretty large event, and they had a very peculiar demonstration that took place there. Um, they had brought a man on top of a stage and strapped him down to a chair and sliced him across his chest, and then used a green gem to essentially heal it after they had heated it up with fire and stuff like that. So the room erupted in a very bright green glow, and then as soon as the glow was gone, so was his wound, and so was the blood. And there was a lot of mixed feelings that happened in there too. At that point, people were in an uproar because they couldn't believe it. Some people were amazed because, holy moly, it's science. Other people are like, this is blasphemy, this is evil. And you're hearing a lot of mixed stuff. And after the fact, you guys were all mingling amongst the crowd in the University Ball's main room. And that is where you had seen the man who was part of that demonstration collapse to the floor. Ingrid had gone over to assist as quickly as possible, and she was very quickly and forcefully pushed back, being told to stay away, while the Svea Mining security team basically picked up this man from front and back and just dragged him out the back door. And that is where we left off. Did I miss anything? I don't think I did.
There's. Did you go over detail? Because we met those two, the Vason and
Oh yes,
or
I'm
the
sorry. I
three.
forgot that we. Yes, you
Okay.
guys.
Yeah,
also,
we went to his house and
Yeah,
found some things.
my bad. Yep, you went to Franzbald's mansion and found a bunch of his old work and some of his newer work, and also met two Vetir named Horn and Toss, and they assisted you guys, giving you 2 green gems that Franzbald had hidden in there, as well as additional information on the stones themselves. So
And we meet Sigrid.
yes, you met Sigrid. That was, well, you didn't actually meet her yet. You haven't spoken with her yet. You saw her doing the demonstration.
Hey, mental.
There he is.
Oh, my
Ingrid has-
God.
Glad you made it. We were just doing recap.
Yep.
Okay, good, because I was at a birthday party, so I just got home. So
Oh, well, no worries, no big deal. You showed up, so that's good. All right. Do you want me to recap the recap for you, Mental?
I have an idea of what's going on, so we're good.
All right, good enough. All right, let's get some ambiance. 1 second here. So you guys are currently sitting at the Uppsala University Ball. And let's see, there's some orchestra music playing as well. You guys are mingling among the crowd. And this takes place right after that man collapsed and was pulled off through the back door.
Yep.
Ingrid would like to go to the hospital. That's where they said they were taking him. So she suspects that they aren't, but she wants to confirm that they were lying. Or, in fact, examine him if they do actually take him there.
Okay, well, instead of
She will
that,
try and convince. Oh, okay.
you could perhaps do a. Let's see. Let's do vigilance. Roll me a vigilance, please.
Okay.
This is fascinated with the green stone.
A success. There we go.
Hurrah!
So-
Ooh, nice.
Ingrid, as you're watching these people drag this guy out the back door, you overhear one of the other security members that are standing by mention that they are not, in fact, going to the hospital. They're bringing him to the asylum.
What? Oh.
Asylum. Oh, yeah. She's definitely going to try and find the rest of the group then.
Okay.
Fellow investigators. Motion
Go to
them
the
aside.
mystery machine.
Just turn. Is the music too loud for you guys? Do I need to turn it down or anything?
No, I actually don't hear anything.
Oh, you may have it turned off, or the volume's down or something.
I haven't gotten to the site yet, so it'll be just a moment.
Sure.
Okay, now now the music's on.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna go to the asylum or
Yes.
something similar.
So
There's
Okay.
she will recount the newspaper article that she had read that there's been a bunch of unexplained deaths there, and it could be a coincidence, but it's very good chance that they are connected. Perhaps they've been experimenting on inmates.
Well, let's
kind of-
go.
I'm kind of mingling about with the rest of the crowd at the ball. So I haven't really stuck with the group. I'm kind of talking over with other academically inclined individuals of the place, of the area.
okay, sounds good.
Yes. They say something like, well, all the plays are good right now. This place don't have a good reward for me. With one coin in his hand and say, "Yeah, maybe in an asylum I have something more of this.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go to the asylum
Okay.
to do things."
Yes. Do a little bit further investigating because they're clearly not bringing they're not bringing him to the hospital like they said they were going to.
Yeah, Ingrid would try and get Crab Kai, get his attention and
Yep.
You're practically
mention.
dragging me out at this point because, like, I'm not wanting to leave.
No problem. Um,
And she'll
Avery is
whisper
just hanging
about the
out
secret
near
there.
the buffet.
Actually, as a matter of fact, Avery, you turn around from the buffet, and you can't help but notice that there is a card table.
Oh,
What
boy.
table? Sorry.
A card
Card table?
for playing
Oh,
cards.
a card table. Ooh. I
Wait,
would like, like not so subtly inching myself towards the card table.
Okay.
As Ingrid is
well,
dragging me out, I grab Doc by the collar and start dragging him out as well.
Avery, as you're making your way towards the table where you can tell they're playing blackjack or something like that. I honestly don't know what game they're playing at this type of thing during this time period.
It would be like a blackjack,
Yeah,
most likely.
probably this. But
Yeah, I would scream at the guy playing whoever closest to me, like, just stand. You have 20 on your hand.
He turns and looks at you and he says, "Would you rather take my spot? You sound like you know what you're doing."
Is there money involved?
Of course.
Jake hears this and spawn out behind Avery.
Avery would
Like,
like
Jake,
physically strain, like he would he would grit his teeth and like glances nervously at his friends who are waiting at the door maybe or something like that. And like glancing back and forth towards the table and then his friends and then his table and then his friends, like
It's very enticing
I
for
say-
you. It's very, very enticing.
I say, Avery, one last take, and we go to fix this case. And blink my eye.
yeah, I would like glance at my friends and like raises a finger, like just one round.
Kind of sit there next
can
to
start with
Ingrid. I would say I'm standing next to Ingrid just with my arms over my shoulders, or across my shoulders. Just like, one.
Ingrid
One.
will say in a somewhat overly
One.
sweet voice, "Well, if you've got more important things to do, I can go investigate it by myself, of course."
I will go with Ingrid.
Okay.
Man, don't leave me alone. Like, these people are gonna eat me.
A little bit of a guilt trip going.
Well, I am here
I'm gonna
for help.
look at Jace as well and say, "Come on, let's go. Leave
Wow.
leave Avery to it."
Shadow, can I make this into a roll, like to see if I can
Gambling roll.
Yes. As a matter of fact, I wanted to ask you how you would approach playing this game because your archetype, you're generally like a street kid. Are you gonna cheat?
Yeah.
Or are you gonna play fair?
I can't help to cheat.
Oh,
No, Jace is coming
Avery
with
is
us.
very, very like my hands is making those quote signs, okay? Very honest kid. He
Okay.
never cheats. He nervously glances at his dog.
All right, give me just 1 second, and I'm going to do a opposing roll. Let me just pull up my character here.
I
The
can't
dealer.
help.
a
Uh,
second.
Aloy,
And you are.
Yes.
we I'm basically grabbing you and taking you with us, so that way Doc can, because we may need your magic somewhere else, essentially.
Oh, wait, you grabbed me.
I
Okay.
just like pat you on the shoulder and start leading you away from the table that Avery is sitting at. I kind of
No.
whisper in your ear, Jace, we may need your magic. Please come with me.
I say, oh. And I, for a moment, I think it's like a mother put of the ear his tiny child and say,
um,
but yes, yes,
Avery, I'm
let's keep
gonna
going.
have you roll me. We're gonna go with manipulation for you,
Okay.
and I'm gonna roll vigilance for my guy. And if you get a success, you win. If I get a success, I win. If there's a tie, we'll do it again. Okay?
Okay. Wait, so I roll the manipulation?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Please. Oh,
Okay, no winner that
Ah!
time.
oh
We both broke on that.
no! Wait, what?
Nobody won that game. Like we all
It's a
we all
term.
went over. Yeah. It's
It's a card playing term.
We'll have you play blackjack sometime, Aloy. We'll get you learned.
It's
way,
quite fun.
yeah, it can be pretty good.
I play one.
There will be
One
no
day I
actual money
play
involved,
blackjack.
though.
All right. All right. So
I play one blackjack one day,
Yep.
and I suck.
That's all right. You got to learn somehow, right?
Yeah.
All right. So Avery, no winner this round. Are you gonna try and keep going? Like, are you gonna let the urge take over?
Mm, Wait, this is a gambling in and of itself. Ah, I'm
You're-
addicted to the rules.
Let's
You're-
go, Gab.
Your dark secret. Remember?
Yep. I mean, it's just a one game, though.
You did
It's
say
not gonna
just
go-
one.
Yep.
Right. But the urge is very great.
Yep.
I'm going to just glance over at Avery and just say, kind of like with my eyes, like, did you win? Did you lose? Thumbs up, thumbs down.
I. He would give a he doesn't but how do I show this? Maybe he would just like shaking his legs nervously, like violently nervous.
I'm gonna just kind of give him the like come on motion, like with my arm, kind of like throwing my hand and waving him over to us.
Uh, Avery just like again with the back and forth between the table and his friends, like, you promised me you're gonna play a game of blackjack with me at the castle. I'm gonna leave this table.
That's fine with me.
Okay, let's go.
Excellent.
Nice.
You managed to break free of your urge.
Yes.
Okay.
A very, very dark urge.
All right. So you guys are now leaving the ball, correct?
Yep. I'm gonna turn to Avery as we're walking
there.
out and just say,
Okay.
you're not gonna run the table with me, though.
So
I'm sorry, I got cut off.
I'm gonna challenge Avery to say, you're not gonna run the table with me, though.
No, let's just make this into like a business prospect, you know? Like if we won, we're gonna run this town dry.
Oh, you're one of those gamblers.
Oh yeah.
Those are dangerous people.
The
Luckily,
risk is high,
the next
but
time there won't be any money involved.
No, but the money is the point.
Not in this time.
exactly.
What'd you say,
It's
Ah,
the
Italy?
risk. Yeah. Yes, I say to yes, the money is the important part. This is the reason we are in this fancy uh party. It's a party, right?
Hmm.
Yep.
Yes. Except part of the green stone. This part is so creepy. So ignore this. It's all win.
However, Aloy, we have other things to do.
To the uh, asylum.
Yep. So right now you guys are at the university. The asylum, as you all know it very well, as a matter of fact, is to the south.
Okay.
And you guys can also double click on the little red icons on the map there. I think I told you already. You get little blurbs of information there if you want it.
Yeah. The map hasn't loaded in my place yet.
Oh, slow internet.
Yep. Oh
Oh,
no. Here it is.
all right. So let's see.
Okay.
You guys,
It's a good
this is
travel.
this is a rather long ride, so you guys will probably have to go by horse ride because it's not a small town.
Mm.
Let me get you some horsies. There you go. So you guys are gonna take a horse ride down to Uppsala Asylum,
Ooh.
and
Can't be exactly traipsing through the streets in our finery that we donned for this social event.
oh, I should have asked. Do you guys want to go back and change first? Or are you gonna go to the asylum dressed in your fancy stuff?
I'm gonna go back and
Yes.
change
Indeed.
into.
All right, you turn.
We're gonna. Well, we're gonna lose them. We may lose them anyway, but
That's fine. You know where they're going, right?
hmm?
Yes. Jace is back with this standard outfit. The yellow is gone. So we're ready
Yep.
for
So
the
you guys
asylum.
all make a quick pit stop at Castle Gillenkrutz to change out of your fancy stuff into your regular clothing.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
So now we will take our horse ride down to Uppsala Asylum. And let me get the map going for that one.
Ooh. New map, new map.
I know, lots of new maps for this one. This actually is a particularly short mystery compared to the others. This one is actually going to test more of your social reasoning and your social skills altogether, instead of like dealing with facing like the last mystery. Only for this one
Ooh.
though.
Ooh,
Nice.
so
All right, so
mystery.
you guys are at the main entrance right down here. All right, so let me just pull up my information on this place.
The asylum, they have a creepy aura. Oh, oh,
Yeah, so this place, the whole area is just encircled by a black iron fence. It's like really tall. Patients arrive here at the brick building in wagons, but they rarely leave except in a casket, unfortunately. This is not a nice place, is what I'm saying. It's a place for half-wits and lunatics and people who have caused outrage in church or out in public. This place has patients divided into first and second class, depending on their financial situation. So the wealthier patients are treated well and have their meals brought to them. The lower class patients are starved and shackled and usually put in confinement boxes, and they're treated with laxatives and emetics as opposed to the others, the more wealthy patients who don't have that problem. Their skin develops ulcers after being smeared with irritating substances. Insanity is attracted to mucus here. So the patient must be cleansed. That is their motto here.
Okay.
So it's not a
I
nice
gonna
asylum,
oh, yes.
and you
I
guys all
gonna
know
say
this.
to okay. I gonna say to the party say, well, you are sure this is asylum. This have other vibe to a prison, you know. You're sure this is asylum?
Just remember that in this time period, like even in real life and stuff like that, asylums were not nice places at all. Like they were the place where a lot of people who weren't even crazy ended up, and that was generally bad for everybody.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
just the way that
I,
they treat people here. That's simply all it was. It's just a bad vibe everywhere.
okay. Jesus
Okay.
with the high war.
Oh, you guys can drag your tokens out if you like. This There's no wall set up, so you pretty much just be dragging yourself across the map. But you're welcome to do that if you like.
Oh, I don't know. We can put the our tokens.
No, that's fine. You can just move them through. It doesn't matter. It's not even really honestly necessary. So the inside of this particular, are you guys going inside yet, or are you still on the outside?
We are going. I'm not even on
Yeah,
there.
You drag your token on.
Oh.
Yeah, you should be able to do
I am
that.
the last. I am the last. Like you first. Don't wanna be the first one.
I don't
Ingrid
remember how
will
to do
march up
this.
to the gate, and if it looks like it's just, like a public building, then, there's no guard or anything, then she will enter. Otherwise, she will knock.
The door is very much
Uh,
public. You can just walk right in. Um,
Okay?
Through the front window, you can actually see there's like a reception desk there.
Okay.
I have forgotten how
Avery,
to use the
is this
tokens.
place like packed?
Hang on, I'll get your stuff out there, Kai. There you go.
Sorry.
No
Thank
You go
you.
problem.
to your investigator. It's like roll 20. You grab your name and drag it onto the map.
I'll also just kind of follow behind Ingrid here.
I'll make sure to like stick close, but not that close.
Yeah. So the reception desk is right in front of you. Inside this building, it definitely doesn't. Excuse me. Hang on a sec. As you walk into this building, it's just as decrepit in the inside as it is on the outside. It's not very well kept. It's very dirty. As a matter of fact, let me get you some ambiance for this place too. I have that. Here we go. So I'm gonna turn off.
They say, well, good. I have this red one. Nobody knows who is dirty with red.
Mm-hmm.
It's a reference for something, but yeah. Oh,
Something's wrong with my. Oh, hang on a sec. Sorry, I think my. There it is. Sorry, my sound was acting weird for a second there. Okay. So
Okay. So I guess since Ingrid is in the lead, as she comes up to the door, you'll see that sort of a little bit of a change in stance. She's always a little bit, I don't know, stern and direct, but she gets more so. She sort of dons her um, professional attitude, very no nonsense, and she simply marches up briskly through the door and into the reception and looks to see who it is that's going to draw her attention.
okay. Looks just like a normal woman behind the desk. She's scribbling something on a pad of paper, and she looks up and she says, "Can I help you?"
I certainly hope so. I am Dr. Berggren. I am here to inquire after a patient.
Name?
I don't have a name, only a description.
Description, please.
She gives the description of the person that she had seen at the event,
Party? Yes.
the party. Yeah.
Okay. Um, so she thinks for a moment, and hang on, let me get the guy's name. I forgot what it was. I'm an idiot. Where are you? Sorry. Okay, so his name was John Carlson. That is the name that she recalls. She says, yes, you're referring to John Carlson. Just arrived, right?"
Yes.
Yes. There was an incident, and I'm here to check up on him.
And you
You,
said that you work at the hospital, right?
yes, I'm a doctor.
Okay.
She's speaking in clipped tone, her usual sort of clipped tone of authority.
Okay. So she's not going to roll anything, so she actually has never met you, but she's going to assume that you're speaking the truth.
Okay.
Simply just because you look like a doctor to her.
Yeah.
She's seen a
She
lot
has
of
her
them.
medical bag.
Yeah. Yep. So that's good. So John Carlson is the man you're looking for. And let me pull up. I forgot to actually add. One sec. He was over here. So, yes, the woman behind the desk says, "Yes, John Carlson. He's down in medical right now. But you can't go back there."
She cocks an eyebrow, looks at her. Oh? And why is that?
It's for authorized personnel only. That's why.
Aha. And who grants these authorizations?
Well, that would be Nicholas Fred.
Very well. Where is his office? I see where it is, so presumably
Yeah.
she describes where it is.
Yep. There's a. She does describe it. So, as you guys make your way down to Nicholas's office here, his door is locked.
Wait,
And
what?
She will call out loudly, "Excuse me,
this
Sir Fred."
this door is fine. This isn't a barred door. You
Oh,
can.
okay.
So this is the locked door right there.
That one.
Yeah.
Okay. She'll
Oh,
call
wait.
out and knock.
I told you I don't want any visitors. I'm busy, very busy.
Yes, I'm sure you are. I am from the hospital. I've come to see a patient, and apparently I need your authorization. So, give it to me, and then I will be on my way.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you through the door.
She just keeps pounding on the door.
You're sounding
I'm
though. You
not going
can
away.
hear.
The door is locked. Knockout
The
is the
door
word.
is locked. Yes.
Okay, we can roll something to combine it.
You could try and
combine.
maybe force the door open, or you could try and lockpick it if you have lockpicks, or maybe you could find a different way in,
We could try and
Yes,
convince him to
try.
actually open it.
or that.
Yes, this is the idea, but I forget the word.
Um,
I wanna.
so you're just gonna try and convince him to open the door for you.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go with uh, Ingrid. I assume you're the one leading this conversation right now.
Sure.
Okay, so let's say go ahead and roll me a manipulation, please.
Makes sense. Not the greatest, but not
That's
the
okay.
worst. Ah, alas.
That's okay.
Oh,
So he's not listening to you at this point. Somebody else could try and step in and try and do something.
okay. I can.
I'll give it a shot here.
If anybody's
I
good
don't
Um,
with
know
like
if
force or something like that, they could always, you know, open the door forcefully.
I can try the manipulation roll.
Okay. Uh, Kai,
Ooh.
so Kai, you're forcing the door open?
yep.
All right. So thankfully, this door is fairly rickety and pretty old. You manage to basically not pull it off the hinges like on the opposite end of the door, but where the door latches, like the latch eventually just comes off out of the wood because the wood is like falling apart. And as you swing the door open, you see Nicholas, or at least that's who you think he is. Um, this is who he looks like. He is very weird looking and very skinny and very squirrely, I guess you could say. He says,
Yay.
and as you're opening the door forcefully, what is the meaning of this? As he yells out to you, Kai.
Authorization, please.
I told you I'm busy.
Busy with what?
I run an asylum. What do you think?
Um, we need to see a patient because he was gravely injured.
I'm sorry, and who are you?
I am Kai Morstad. I am a partner with the hospital.
And he looks at Ingrid and sees the medical bag that she's carrying, and he says, "All right, well, I suppose I could give you a little bit of information. What is it that you need?"
I want to go and examine the patient.
You're referring to Carl
John Carlson, yes.
Carlson. That's right. That's what his name was. Um, well, he's in medical right now. He's still out of it. I suppose I could let you back there.
Very
And
good. Then we wouldn't need to inquire about the suspicious number of deaths. I simply want to make sure that he does not become another.
suspicious number of patients intake is what you mean.
Oh, is that what it was? Patient intake. Oh, I
Yes.
thought it was death. Sorry.
No, the
That
death.
was a kind of retcon, so I couldn't remember
No,
exactly.
that was because of my fault last session where I had given you the
Yep, no
wrong
worries.
numbers.
No worries.
But yeah, the
Yeah,
deaths at the mine occurred
that's where yeah,
previously,
that's right. It was deaths,
and
and this was patient intake.
yes,
Yes, there have been a great number of patients, and I just want to make sure that they are being appropriately treated.
and Nicholas knows who you are. He's seen you before, and you've seen him before too. Obviously, working at the hospital, so
Is
um,
he a doctor or an administrator?
he's an administrator. The only thing he
Mm.
does here is the asylum.
So probably
I,
no great love lost between doctors and administrators. I'm
No,
sure at the tail is old as time.
um,
um,
he
sorry, sorry, guys. I can have a little resume what happens. I accidentally forget disconnect my my headphones of the phone, and I have a technical. But sorry,
No problem.
I can hear a bit. Just sorry.
Yep. Um,
So
so,
what happened?
Ingrid is talking with Nicholas right now. Nicholas recognizes Ingrid as somebody who works at the hospital because of the medical bag, and they've also crossed paths with each other. Not like in a not like working
Seeing each other
together.
around, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Niklas not
she's a
help?
doctor and Nicholas is just administrative. However, you know, Ingrid, this for a fact that Nicholas uh, applies his own treatments here, and he's convinced that they actually are effective. So
Yeah. She doesn't approve of that, but she's going to let it slide for now.
yeah, but you know the type of person he is what I'm saying.
Hmm.
I can do something to help to have per uh, the permis. I sorry, it's a new word to see or patient.
Um,
Not sure what you mean.
Uh, the guy who be used to the green stone.
Oh, the green stone, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot the name to him.
Franzabald's his name.
No, the guy who is in the asylum.
Uh,
Oh,
John Carlson.
yes.
John
John
Carlson.
Carlson.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry, John Carlson. The we need to see him, but Niklas not help. I can roll something to help to we can see
Well,
I
him.
think he's already
Nicholas,
agreed to.
yeah, Nicholas
Yeah.
agreed to walk you guys back to check out Nicholas.
Okay.
Oh,
Carlson,
okay,
you mean?
sorry.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't know why I keep getting the names mixed up. I'm sorry. John
It's okay.
Carlson.
It's
There's
okay.
so many names to remember
Yeah.
in this game. It's insane.
There are a
I would
lot
imagine that there are a lot.
There are so many.
of
Okay.
times.
So he walks you
And
guys
so,
down
yeah,
a
just
long,
very well.
long
Lead on.
corridor. Um, he's going to pop out there
Oh, yeah. She will follow behind him.
and the door is barred here. He has the keys, so he pulls out the giant wad of keys from his pocket and unlocks the barred door and walks you back through. As you're walking through here, you're hearing a lot of a lot of screaming from the different
Oh,
rooms. There's a lot of bad things that people are going through right now, and it's really affecting you guys in an emotional sense. I don't know why my asylum ambiance music is not working, so I gotta fix that. But let me
I'm
get
gonna
some.
basically just try and keep conversation with the doctor or the gentleman, the admin. Just kind of talking about the different treatments that are going on in the facility.
Yeah,
That's all
Oh
I'm
no,
trying to
you
do.
you probably don't want to ask any details about that. He might tell you. Ingrid will.
That's what I want to
And
know.
then,
you see, Jace,
okay.
I
Ingrid.
don't. I know that they're probably not politically correct, but I mean,
yeah.
they work.
Ingrid would know about lobotomies and electric shock
Yep.
therapy, stuff like that. Things that are definitely
Those
frowned
are
upon.
yeah, but those are probably the tamer sorts of treatments from what I've heard of this
Uh,
gentleman.
Yes.
do people from here get thrown out the streets often? Because that way I maybe have experience with them.
So as a matter of fact, most people that were on the streets end up here.
Ah, so yeah, lost friends. I
Yes.
see.
So you
Oh
may know
no,
somebody here.
I'm going to um inform Avery. Keep your mouth shut. We're trying to learn as much information we can. If you see somebody you know, you don't know them.
I
As
I
a word of
whisper
caution.
Avery
this.
Avery would not, but then he would whisper back, I can't guarantee what my dog would do.
Oh, speaking of your dog, I gotta bring your dog out. Forgot to do that.
I whisper Ingrid,
There
I
you go.
don't like this. It's really a disappear trick if the thing got a bit risky. Only say me. This
Oh, if we
place
could.
I
Oh, go
don't
ahead, go
like.
ahead.
And this is also Jay say like, oh my god, I don't wanna be here more time. I want.
Yeah, it's an uncomfortable place to be with all the
Yes.
screaming.
Speaking of which, if you don't mind a slight retcon, before we would have gone in, she would have said, "Don't act out. You don't want to be taken by the guards and kept here."
Yep,
Okay. You
absolutely.
see? Yes, you see Jay's for a stretch. He have his darky eyes a bit more lighty and say, okay, I can act. I'm a showman. I can. Is the thing too risky? I have the cold mind, but I don't know how with these screams. And we got walk to the room,
Yep.
medical room.
Yeah, medical room. So Nicholas is already in there with John. John is laying on a table, completely comatose right now. Um, his eyes are closed. His body is completely limp right now. He is breathing. You know, just by observing him, Ingrid, you did see that. So what are you doing?
She's going to start examining him, trying to figure out, especially like the area where the apparent cut was, and just trying to figure out what happened to him. So,
Okay. Um,
stethoscope
Yes,
and, testing
they
his
don't have a
reflexes, pupil
stethoscope.
response, anything that would have been medically appropriate for the time.
right. So let's see. You start by checking pulse, and it's a pretty weak pulse right now.
Hmm.
And you open up his eyes, and his eyes are not dilating whatsoever when you flash a light into it. And as you observe where the cut was placed on his chest during the demonstration, you'll see that there is nothing there. It's completely clean. There's no scarring, there's no cut anywhere, there's not even like a faint seam where it happened.
I'm gonna pop my head in the room and just ask, "Is everything going okay?"
He don't have the scar, but the
He
rest
is
is
alive still. Oh, sorry.
yes. Yes, I say, ignore the part he don't have the scar. I'll go a bit bad for this gentleman.
Yep.
Uh,
Yeah.
sorry, I have a tiny question. He's in coma, like right? But in the context,
Yeah, it's like a
how
coma.
how work this? How work this in this context of bias and bias?
I'm
Do
sorry,
you?
I don't.
Yeah. How did they medically induce the comas during that time?
Yes,
Oh, that's a good question.
yes.
I don't know. Let's find out. Hang on.
Google.
Okay, so
Shadow,
oh,
you just pulled the El Goog.
Yep. I need to know.
That is true.
I
So they
have
used ether or chloroform or nitrous
Ah,
oxide.
okay. Okay. So typical
I have
forms of doing
a
it
theory, but
today.
uh,
Yep.
Nikla don't know about the stone and all the things, so I can say it
So if
because
you guys are,
he's
go ahead. Sorry.
yeah. So I can say I have a tiny, but I wanna say to the party, but it's Nikla, and of course he don't wanna know about the magic stone. I gonna say this.
Hmm.
So I am see what happened with this gentleman and awake. He is awake. He can wake up.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Um,
this is all.
so, Ingrid, during your examinations, you don't find anything else that seems out of sorts with him. He just appears to be in a coma.
Hmm.
He's not hooked up to any machines or anything yet because he just arrived. Um, they haven't.
Yeah.
Nobody
I
here
don't even know if
has
they have
actually
would have
examined him.
machines.
Yeah, they don't have anything whatsoever. Like, at least not in the traditional sense. Uh, considering it's an asylum and they, don't do things by the book here, at least medically speaking.
Oh, so he is
Let
I'm
me.
gonna
technically.
Okay. Go ahead, guys.
Sorry.
I'm gonna
Sorry.
look to Nick and just ask, do you know what he's being administered? What's the word I'm looking for?
Why he was admitted?
Um, yeah, why he was admitted.
The only thing I know is that he passed out and he showed up here.
He wasn't a prior patient. Then
I'm sorry. What?
he wasn't a prior patient here.
It's
He was just admitted.
it's funny you mentioned that, as a matter of fact. And he pulls up the chart that's sitting on the table next to him, and he shows you the date that he was admitted, which was several years before. So he has been here.
Oh,
Ah. See.
interesting.
Hmm.
So
Who checked
he
him out?
Yeah, who checked him out?
check it. What?
You
Yes.
mean like examined him?
No.
No.
Who checked him out from the asylum?
Who released him from the asylum?
Oh, I don't know. That would be. I don't have that information.
If it wasn't, um, how well do you guys keep your notes on the charts?
Well, we certainly try our best, although I'm sure that there's discrepancies.
Do you have any other discrepancies in your patient's logs?
He's starting to get rather uncomfortable with the situation here. Um,
Perhaps the receptionist can recall who
Mhm.
escorted him out of the asylum.
Yeah, maybe she can help us a bit better.
Well, I can assure you that she probably will have the same information as me.
Sorry. Do I remember what the lady looked like from the party?
Oh, secret.
I would assume so, yeah.
Yep.
Like maybe like Avery would just like pop up and like say like throw out random descriptions of the lady, like like this hair, that kind of skin tone. Remember anything like that kind of mannerisms?
So at this
Ring any
point,
bells?
let's see. Let's go ahead and roll me a manipulation, please. Lots of manipulations happening today.
Who? Okay, maybe. I can help to the roll. I don't know the
Oh,
word.
you're good. Avery, you got
Ooh,
two successes.
nice.
So he says, well, now that you mention it, it wasn't anybody that I recognized, but I can tell you that they were from, I believe it was Svea Mining Company.
Okay.
Oh,
What's a mining company have to do with the asylum? Are they some sort of your investor or something?
They've helped, I suppose we could say. Yeah.
Okay.
Is there any other patients that were admitted using these state mining companies?
Oh yeah.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I believe we had one more. She's been here a little bit
Oh.
longer than poor John here.
Is it okay if we see her?
Let's see. let's go ahead and
I mean, you
Manipulations.
own this.
yeah, you know what? You guys can go see her. That's fine. So I don't have an extra token for her, so I'm just gonna add another one of the patient ones here. And this
Is that the
person.
one on the map? I saw a token down there.
Oh, yes.
Oh no, that is another person that you've. That's Linnea Elfclint. She actually is the one who gave
Oh.
you the castle.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
Oh, she bought.
She's
She
So
gave.
I know who this woman is.
yes, you have met
Oh,
her before, and you're aware that she is here.
all know who
Uh-huh.
is she, or only Kai?
She's pretty old. She's pretty much living out the rest of her days here, and she's rather senile. But there are bits of moments where she is very coherent and very knowledgeable, and she was one of the founders of the society, or
Hmm.
not the founders. I'm sorry, but like one of the. I don't even know what the
Last one?
it's not the correct word, founders. She was a member, but it was a very early member of the society.
Okay. Yep. I'm also going to ask the administrator, is there a lady by the name of Linnea here as well?
Yes, she's been here for years.
We are acquaintances.
Oh, well, I mean, she's on the second floor.
Maybe if we finish our um,
Well, I
So,
think we
investigation
are.
of sorts,
Sorry.
yeah,
we could go and have see if she's coherent.
yeah. So you know that the upper floor is where they keep the richer patients, but since there's been an uptick in patients, there you're going to see a mix of people everywhere because they're running out of room at this point.
Yep.
Uh, okay, I think we are not with Nick. I Jesus, I forgot. With Nicholas. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's still with you.
Okay, so I say wait, he is with all of with we?
I assume you're all traveling together, right?
Ingrid
Hmm.
is waiting
Yeah.
behind. She's going to do one last thing with the
Okay.
patient, but she didn't want Nicholas to see.
Okay. What are you doing then?
I'm gonna um, make sure that I'm blocking the view of the door.
Good call.
Good call.
Just do like a wall. You don't see nothing.
Yeah, don't be too obvious about it. She's going to take one of the stones that she got from, uh, what's their names? Horn and Toss, the
Mm-hmm.
two
Mhm.
green stones, and bring it out and place it close to John Carlson and see if it reacts in any way or if he reacts to the stone.
Where are you placing it?
She's going to place it, start off kind of near bring it near the chest. Start it near the chest where his heart and the wound was.
So, as you do that, um, the wound that you saw taking place at the demonstration is starting to reappear.
She'll move the thing back.
And it starts to go
Is-
away.
She's going to feel around the wound and see if it just with some sort of like visual, like illusion or a trick or something.
It feels completely healed. Like, this is clearly magical in nature.
Interesting. Okay, she'll move the stone up closer to his head and see if he recovers in any way or
He,
reacts.
he does not, no.
Does the stone glow at all
No,
when it starts to do the near the chest? I mean,
no, it does
did it,
not.
it didn't glow? Okay, that's enough. Don't want to get too suspicious. She will thoughtfully musing. Will head out
Okay,
into the hall, following the rest.
very good.
Yes. You say Jace spawn behind you and say, well, I have a tiny idea what happens with the stone. Maybe, I say like super mystery, like maybe the stones kill you, but put you in a catatonic state or crazy one.
Are you being quiet when you're talking about these stones?
Mhm.
Yes, we are
Okay.
we are not in the same mom super Jesus, I forget the word.
Ingrid
Uh
will respond just
we
kind of
are
with a
back. We
finger
are
to her
back.
lips, kind of a
Uh,
shushing motion. Shh, we'll talk later.
yes.
I
Um,
hand her
Okay.
a note
Oh, nice.
that basically says everything okay? Question mark.
She just kind of she sits there. She looks thoughtful. She's kind of like tapping, like she's got her index finger. She's tapping like the side of her face, pondering. She kind of gives him a look and arcs an eyebrow slightly and nods and but kind of shrugs.
Okay. Okay. I just like okay. Let's continue.
Yes. I gonna I can't I sorry. It's a tiny thing about when Ingrid uses the green stone. You see, Jade is a bit. You see, half a tired face. But you don't know why. Mm,
mm-hmm.
But it's a bit back of you. He's the last one. Yes, and this is all.
Okay, very good. All right. So Nicholas says, "I'm going to go back to my office. I trust you know where Linnea is."
Hmm. That
So
I do, and
he's
the other
gonna
individual as well.
upstairs as well.
Okay.
He's gonna squirrel away back to his office because he lives in there, and you can hear the door slam and lock because he broke it.
Oops.
Whoops. All right. So you
This
go
is
up
the
the
last.
stairs, and it's very much the same layout as the bottom floor. Every room's pretty much the same, except this entire room, um, this entire upper floor is cells, along with a couple of bathrooms and some guard rooms. The guard rooms are standing right next to you. None of the guards are around those rooms right now. You can see them patrolling down the hallways and stuff like that. Um,
So
they don't pay any attention to you because they assume that if you made it this far, you're allowed to be here.
okay, I'm gonna
I sorry. I
walk up
think
to the
we
door of the
is.
cell
Yes.
Okay.
and just knock gently. And
And
it's a female, correct?
it is a female, yes.
I'm gonna say
Uh,
Miss.
this woman is also completely incoherent, very much like
Okay.
John. She is
I
laying
just
down
wanted
in
to.
her bed. She's strapped there. And her eyes are wide open, like she's just staring up at the ceiling.
Okay.
But
And
she's
the guards, is the cell unlocked or?
the cell is unlocked. They didn't see any reason for her to be locked in because she was
Okay.
strapped to the bed and completely comatose.
Okay. So I'm
Um,
gonna walk in
okay.
just gently because I can't seem to grab the
I'm
character
gonna
with the
ask
way.
if we
Um,
continue
I'm gonna be like,
hearing. Sorry.
I'm gonna say, Jace, can you get Ingrid, please?
Yes.
She comes, but it's looking a little crowded in there now.
I'm gonna say, I'll, but you have the room essentially. Um, if you want to move yourself in, and
Okay.
I kind of just stand outside, just asking questions
We
Okay.
do
as you
like
do
a
an
tiny wall.
examination.
she will do a quick examination, but probably not really expecting to find anything
Are you going to
particular
look
other
at
than this.
her chart?
Oh
I'm
yeah, chart would be
I'm
first.
gonna
Although you could give
grab
it
the
to
chart first.
I, yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the chart
examine it
tells
together.
you that her name is Amanda Lawrence.
Okay.
And Kai, you know this person very, very well. This name sounds very familiar to you. I'm sorry, you don't know them personally. You know of them, mainly because of their work in the Uppsala Gazette. They're
She's a reporter.
yes,
Amanda, what?
Amanda Lawrence. I'll put the name in the chat here. Hang on a sec.
Okay.
Okay.
And so, did you guys see that? I wasn't sure if I put that in. I might have to put it in.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Lawrence, like
It just said
the same
Nicholas
Lawrence
was the one
who
that.
discovered the Lawrence contraction, or is named after him for the
I
Mhm.
write Lawrence.
special relativity.
Yeah, so Kai, you know Amanda Lawrence from working at the Uppsala Gazette. You also.
I've probably spoken with her
Um,
over messages and stuff like letters and.
Yep, more than likely.
Yeah.
Ingrid, you also may know this person. Mainly because she's been doing a lot of reporting on something that you recently read in the newspaper.
Oh, is she the reporter for the upsurge in?
Yes, it is.
Or no?
So it seems awful peculiar that she's now here.
Does seem a little
Yep.
suspicious. What's her admission date? Must be pretty recent.
It was very recent, actually, a few days ago.
Conspiracy.
What does the survey say over there, though?
Oh, this is strange.
Ingrid, what does the survey say on your on the examination?
Right. Well, I guess first thing would be on the chart, like what sort of treatments
Yeah.
has she been
Am
given?
I reading anything on the treatments?
Yeah, so the treatments so far have been shock therapy. It's only been a few days, and she didn't respond well to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it give the reason for the therapy at all?
Sure. Hysteria.
Yeah,
That's
submitted.
the usual.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yep, and you also see that she was also admitted. On the chart, it says that she was admitted by Svea Mining Company.
And no person at the company, just the company, right?
Right.
Yeah, nothing unusual there.
Makes you question what she was poking around and got in trouble for, or got caught doing.
Yeah, she will examine Amanda then.
So she's very much the same as John. They're just comatose, no response whatsoever to light, like shallow breathing. They're able to breathe on their own. Of course, poor Amanda here has her head shaved because they were doing the shock therapy.
Yeah, it could be a good look. Depends.
Yeah. So they're not doing nice things here.
Mm-hmm.
You see, Jay says.
Okay, but she's not responsive at all.
No.
Okay.
And her
Are
eyes
there
aren't
any
moving
marks
with
on
her.
her? She doesn't have any marks on her, no.
So her eyes aren't moving or anything like that.
Nope, she's just staring up at the ceiling. Eyes aren't moving. No dilation whatsoever.
I'm gonna look at Ingrid and say, "Check her pulse, please."
Oh, I mean, she is alive. She's breathing.
Well, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, she is breathing.
Use these things that these tiny little guys give us. Yes.
Ingrid and whoever's in the room can roll me. Thank you. Whoever's in the room can roll me a observation.
Oh. Okay.
Yes. Please.
Probably not going to beat
Oh.
that.
Holy moly! All right, guys, calm down.
Ooh,
All right.
high hopes, high rolls.
So you can tell that she is not only just comatose there, but you can tell that it's most likely due to the extreme isolation that she's been suffering from. They basically shocked her and then left her in the room by herself. So
Mhm.
she's just completely gone.
Oh,
Okay.
like her body is here, but
Yeah,
his
her
mind
her
is
mind is
out.
completely gone.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I understand. Oh, well, they say, well, we are in big trouble if all the people who have a curiosity of be of the company ends with her her friend here.
Yeah. Yep.
Ingrid would like to look around the room and the clothing of Amanda. Just she's looking for any sort of little clues or something that might have been dropped, or just anything out of place. I mean, it is a cell, but people have been in here under the bed.
Um, let's see.
By the way, if I snap my fingers from her, I don't have answer, right?
No.
Right.
Okay. Oh, okay. Just
Yeah. So there's nothing else in the room that you can find.
Okay.
we can use the stone. The I don't know.
Yeah, we could try it. She might have been experimented on.
Um,
You see,
okay.
they say this
Hmm.
would he literally put me back to Kai.
I'm gonna still hold my position and let Ingrid use the stone.
Okay. Yeah, she'll try it and bring it close and try and get a sense of whether there is.
Okay.
Magic of what?
Mhm.
So as you place the stone on her, where are you placing the stone, by the way?
Let's start up at her head and then move, slowly. And she's watching to see if anything changes, and then we'll sort of move it down, you know,
Okay.
toward down her
Hmm.
torso.
So as you start at her head, she starts to twitch, and
Oh,
it's not like a violent twitch. It's just like a little tick in her finger or something like that. You noticed, and as you bring the stone further down through her neck and down to her chest, all of a sudden she jolts awake and screams in your face.
Ah, this is good.
uh,
A
And
reaction.
she looks around the room and she looks very disoriented, and she's
I'm gonna
yelling.
have Jace step out of the room real quick.
She is yelling for Franzibald.
wait, what?
She says,
Um,
Franzibald, he lied to me. He said he would help me. The stones are dangerous, and he lied. Where is he? Why didn't he save me?
I'm going to look at um, Amanda and say, unfortunately, Franzibald passed not too long ago. We're
Ah,
here as friends of Franzibald. What did he tell you about the stones?
If
wait, wait, shush, shush. Yeah, Ingrid's just going to be like petting her hair, just kind of trying to calm her down.
Yep.
if Franzibald is dead, then we truly are doomed. They've won.
Ooh, have one.
We
What?
we need to get her out of here.
The
Yeah.
the mining company.
Okay.
They
What
don't
with
they
this
don't
guy?
know what they're dealing with.
Okay. Um, Amanda, you may not know who I am, but my name is Ty Morstad. We've exchanged letters.
I remember that name. Yes.
Um, we need to somehow check you out of the facility.
I'm not sure how you would do that.
There's no checking out of this facility. We're going to have to help her escape.
You
Well,
know,
maybe we can try.
um,
Perhaps somebody could provide a distraction.
I know somebody that's very good about that, and I turn to Avery and Jace. Avery,
I
come here
think
for a
I
second.
can. What you need from me?
I want you
Sorry.
guys to just cause a distraction.
A big one?
What, you want
Oh,
me to set my dog loose?
If you can.
what type of distraction
We're
you need?
making a sort of prison break.
Ah, Shadow,
Mm-hmm.
if I may, how I would say the reason I have been quiet for this long is because I was trying to keep my dog quiet, but that depends on how many of my quote unquote friends are in this asylum that my dog has seen.
Okay. Um,
Yes.
so you haven't seen anybody yet. The doors, they're
Okay.
they're a rather small window,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and you guys haven't really been peering into them at all.
Has my dog
Yes.
smelled them?
Hmm. Have him roll me a. Let's go with body control.
You see, Jace is ask Kai, say, well, what type of distraction you need? You need a longer one or a very
He has.
explosive one?
So sadly, he's not smelling any of your friends.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna look to Jace since he asked a question, and I'm going to say something discreet, but not that discreet.
Okay, I can work with this. Jace put his hat and ready to rumble. The other Jays enter to the party. Okay,
Are you
so
invoking your dark secret here, Jace?
uh, yes, because we need a big one, I think, because I think these are a bit big display. So I think yes, I invoke, I cast my secret, dark secret.
Do you want to
Um,
explain that to everybody again? Like what's happening?
okay, Jace, you see Jace change and his eyes put more dark. His
Mm-hmm.
shadow start to move a lot, and his voice put a bit creepy, like I forget this part. I don't have the context. If the this music disc exists in this time, so just he's a creepy radio song with reference. Say, well, where starts the prison break?
All right,
Just, just
ready to go. All right,
yeah.
so
I'm gonna look at um Jace and just say, go into the guard station. There might be something to help you there.
Uh, this one or like all in
Any of
general?
them.
any of them, that's yeah. So in there is
Um,
just like a desk and maybe some writing utensils and some paper, and there's is also a club that's sitting on the floor.
Uh, okay, I think I sorry the barrier again. So what? Okay, I'm in the war guard station.
Hmm.
So what I gonna do? Like,
That's up to you guys to figure it out.
That's up to you. I got
oh,
you that far.
okay. So also, in theory, here is a guard. Okay, okay. Well, they say time to work, and his shadow start to expand and knock the door and say, "Good night, good gentleman." And I put the give me a moment. Sorry,
Mm-hmm.
the words.
No problem. Take your time.
Hmm.
Yes, like a blackout or more creepy. You say this is a good trick. Say goodbye to the light, and I put dark all the room. Yes, this is all. I am here. I think I'm gonna do the same in the other part, right?
Okay.
Okay, I am walk with all the shadows move like a shadow mist.
So you're just
I
moving through everybody really fast right now, and as a mist type thing.
yes, say
Got it.
what next? For my second trick, I'm gonna do a void, and oh, I do the same thing but more spectacular. Say it's time to a rebellion,
All
but
right.
not at it.
All
And okay, I put dark this room. Say
right. So whatever it
already.
is that you're doing in these rooms has managed to catch the guards' attention quite quickly. This is definitely not something that they're used to seeing. Um, so I assume you guys are now going to take this opportunity to get out of here.
Hmm.
Yep.
Jace walk
Ingrid
in
will help
circles.
support Amanda as she walks because I imagine she's pretty unsteady.
Jace,
Yes.
roll me a manipulation, please.
Okay, I'm gonna say Jace start to walk around all the in circles to and start
Yep.
to do animal sounds, but super creepy. Okay, roll.
Oh, some
Nice job.
successes.
All right. So
Oh yes.
you were able to keep them distracted quite well, in a manner for you guys to escape pretty quickly. Um, so you guys make your way down the stairs and out the front door, and that is where you meet a couple of people that are standing in front of the
Oh
door,
Good.
oh
and you
Oh, lovely.
recognize them as people from the ball, primarily from the mining company.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
And
Ingrid, by the way, would have kept. She would have brought her sidearm just under the suspicion of such things.
mhm.
So she hasn't pulled it out yet, but she's got her hand on it underneath as she's escorting Amanda out.
Okay.
yes.
Oh,
Okay.
let
Oh,
me bring
before
Amanda
this,
with you. Sorry.
sorry, Shadow. I'm gonna do a tiny thing.
Sure.
I in this part with the member of the society here, and like a it movie moment, I only break
Hmm.
the door. It's
Okay.
it's blocked. Just
Yep.
it's a door here. Okay, and say good night, lady. Have a free the freedom of do anything. And like a shadow, I disappear, and I am with the rest of the party. I see these guys and say, okay, more show to this night, and I am here. A bit tired, but because I use my tricks.
Yep.
I'm ready to fight.
Um, so these men out here are, again, they're from the mining company, and they have taken notice of your meddling in their affairs, and they don't like it. How do
Okay.
you handle this situation? Because they are looking to fight.
What do they? Do they have like
One has using
clubs
his
or?
one has a club or a bit or bat, I guess, or a club,
Mhm.
yeah, and the other one is using his fists.
What is the half the weapon of the
One,
three?
yeah, one of them has a club, and the other ones are using their fist.
Chase spawns his shadow dagger and say, "This is mine.
Wait,
I'm
wait.
ready."
She's
Sorry.
Ingrid will kind of step forward, and she'll just kind of casually draw her revolver and say, "We are checking out. Is it worth it for you to stop us?"
They're gonna look at you, and they're gonna clench their fists around the club a little bit tighter, and their fists, and they're gonna try and rush at you. Um,
What?
so you
Cool.
guys are Doc. Are you in this? What are you doing? Are you outside?
Oh, did I miss anything?
Did I wake you up?
No,
um,
I just spaced out. Sorry.
no, there's some
Are you
people that
still
want to
asleep?
fight.
And I do
Cool.
magic tricks.
Um, so
We're breaking somebody out of the asylum.
yeah,
Okay, that's fun.
And I do chicken sounds.
so
So
these
we're aiming for the least collateral damage as possible.
yeah. Let
Yeah,
me.
Ingrid tried to threaten them off, but they seem determined to put their lives on the line.
All right, so I'm gonna set
That's
these guys up
interesting, I
for
guess.
combat here. Everybody should be able to shuffle up their initiative deck and draw from it now, I think. If they click on the little cards
Okay.
in the combat tab.
Cool.
Okay. Sorry, I forgot. I say, okay, and for my last week, I gonna disappear. This gentleman, dagger in hand, shadow dagger in hand, and ready to rumble.
Doc, did you want me to. Why does it show those names in the encounter? Oh, it's because your tokens have that name. That's weird. Okay. Um, Avery, did you want me to roll initiative for you? Or I know you got internet issues.
Uh, sure, yeah.
Okay. And I'll get your doggo too. Um, okay. All right. So, Avery, you are going first here. You
Ow.
have one fast action and one slow action. So the fast action would be like moving or dodging. Slow action would be like attacking, things like that.
Mm-hmm. What does sicking my dog on them counts as?
So that's a separate turn because
Okay.
Milu has got his own initiative card here. So we'll
Okay.
do his moods separately.
Okay, okay. What do I have? I say I would try and tackle the one that's closest to me.
Okay. So this dude right here.
Yeah,
Okay. So you're gonna do what? Are you just gonna
of course.
try and punch him?
Attack. I would think of a tackle like.
Well, you have a knife as well. That's in your inventory. It's only added to your
No. I
damage.
would. Yeah, I would throw myself at him like a real tackle. Like I would like hug his legs or something like that.
Got it. So yeah, go ahead and roll a force then.
The this counts as a tough as nails talent, right?
Let me check. Hang on a sec.
Because it's an unarmed combat.
Yep, that is correct. So yeah, you would get your regular force plus 2.
Sorry, I'm back.
No problem. We're just
Ooh.
working on Avery, who is going to attack. All right, so you hit him for 2 damage, and it just so happens
Oh,
that he is knocked out cold. Done. Good hit.
okay.
And
I
actually,
think
he
it's
stays
so,
2, so this guy is. We're going to call him physically broken. Okay, so he's dead. Not dead. Or he could be. We'll see.
Knocked out.
It depends.
okay.
Did you kill him?
I don't.
I mean, he's obviously uh, pretty frail if he got knocked out in one hit by a smaller
Yeah.
person.
Did he hit his head on the way down when I tackled him?
I would think so. Yes, certainly.
Sorry
Okay.
for the. Okay. Sorry, Shadow. I have a question. A tiny
Sure.
one.
What's up?
Uh, how can defeat this guy? Like, sorry. The first time we have a fight, we have to Avalese, and he can die. So, what I know, these guys are defeat.
These guys are just humans.
Okay, so,
Yeah, they work for the mining
when,
company. They're the security guards.
so how I know they are defeat? Like, they're physically broken, or
Oh
sorry, this
no,
this part
physically
is new.
broken is just a condition that they take when they get killed or they're knocked out.
Oh, so
Yeah,
uh,
you don't have to worry
they
about
are
that.
okay. Okay, so they are knockout and
It's
go
essentially
to
knocked
the.
out. Yeah. So
Ah,
when you're
okay.
physically broken, you can't move during your turn. Um, in some cases, like you can crawl or something like that, or you can say a few words. But if you're physically broken, you're basically stuck there until the end of combat. It doesn't mean you're dead.
Ah,
It could mean that you may die. It depends on the situation, of course. So who knows?
okay. I don't gonna have this answer in this moment. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
So
So
no problem. Aloy, Doc, are you done with your turn? Do you have anything else you want to do? You have
I
one fast action you can still do.
What can I do with fast action again?
So you can dodge, you can find cover, you can move, things like that,
I
or you can
think
say
I'll
words.
find cover
Okay. Um,
since like I'm making myself vulnerable by, tackling the dude and
yeah.
then I don't know, find a cover nearby.
Let me just create like a little shape here.
Could I
So,
suggest something?
yep, go right ahead.
You maybe Avery would want to use the knocked out guy as cover,
Ah.
Hmm.
like knock him out and then hold
Yeah.
him in front of you.
oh, a human wall.
That's right. That's
Human
what you have.
Like
shield. Yep.
okay,
Just
Although we're not
nice.
murder
up to
hoboing
you.
anybody.
No,
Up to you if you want to do that. But I
Although
just thought it
like
might
I
be a
no,
suggestion because there's not a lot of cover
like I said,
obviously around.
if they people are threatening you in the game, like it's fair game, but we're just not killing people for the fun of it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
yep.
Nope.
Okay, no more than
Nope.
hollow things. Right.
But these
Self
guys are an active
defense.
threat against
Let's
you,
go.
so you can kill them if you'd like to, but just keep in mind that there could be real world consequences in the game. So as an example, like if you were to kill one of these guys, it's entirely possible for the police to show up at the castle next.
Oh, okay. We are a secret society, so
Yeah,
this is
you
not the idea.
definitely got to think things through before you act. So it's definitely got to make
Mm-hmm.
sure.
Yep.
Okay, this
Okay.
answer a question I have, but thank you.
All
This
right. So Chase, it is now your turn. Actually, let me draw some. So we're gonna say you got some cover, like right over here. Oop, not that one. Uh, and we're gonna move. You got. Oop, not that guy. Or are you using the body as cover, or are you just finding cover, Avery?
Mm, I would find cover.
Okay. All right. So
Like
yeah.
I would imagine, like is the entrance to this place is like like those Beverly Hills mansions, like
Yeah, like
open
foliage and stuff.
area,
Yeah, they have like foliage
or
walls
like
and stuff, so you
the
could hide behind one of those right
yeah
here, which is perfectly
uh
fine. Um,
Okay. Who is the most dangerous right now of the enemy?
so this guy, well, they both are the same, but
The
this
guy with a
guy
bat
and this
is,
guy right here are both still ready to fight.
oh, they are the first ones, right?
Right.
Okay. So, okay. Jade is ready. Uh,
Okay,
yes.
so you
Jade.
get a fast action and a slow action. So a slow action will be attacking or anything like drawing out a weapon, or a
Okay.
fast action would be like dodging or running away or yelling to a player, things like that.
Okay. Jade start saying, "This is the ballad of Jade the showman." Smoking John, and start to. I gonna use my knife and hit this. Uh,
The
I
guy in
don't
the
know
middle
how
here.
to pin. Yes, this one.
Yeah, if you want to,
So,
if you long press on your mouse, it'll do the ping like that.
oh, okay. Thank you.
Yep,
I gonna
cool little feature there. All right, so in your combat, just go ahead and was that your attack?
with my dagger.
That should have taken in. Hang on a sec. That didn't seem right.
Okay, sorry. I have a fast click, so
Oh,
maybe
hang on a sec.
I
Let's go.
misspell,
No.
misspell,
Oh, hang on. I think
miss.
it's because. One
I have a epic catchphrase, and I roll a one.
sec.
Perfect.
It only rolled one dice, so I'm gonna have you re-roll that, just because I think that it didn't take into account something, which is weird. Uh, Let me
Okay,
just before you do that though, hang on. Let me just double check it. Um, so that's a close combat skill. It should have taken into account physique, but it only rolled one dice. Why did it do that? That's weird. Let me check something else. Uh,
okay.
there it goes. It must have been something weird. That's okay. All right, so we're gonna take that attack because that worked. Actually, you managed to hit the guy. Um,
Yay!
so as he's like getting ready to swing the club at you, um, he he's lifting it up into the air, and as he's doing that, you kind of rush in, and you just like just put the blade right into his chest.
Yes. And I say, I say, sting like a bee. I say this right.
Okay, so he is on the ground bleeding right now. He's not dead, but he is incapacitated.
Sting like a bee. Yes, I say good. Yes.
So I'm gonna put him as physically broken as well. And you guys are taking down these guys pretty quick. 1 second. All right, that
Be,
was that guy.
before fight with a child to spell fireballs. This is a bit is
Okay.
and
All right.
a
So
magical spawn the final boss.
that
Sorry.
guy is out. Now it is
Uh,
now it is now it's not his turn because he's gone. So now it's Doggo's turn there. Avery, what's Milu
Yeah,
doing?
yeah, kill the last guy.
I would
The doc-
say Milo would bite the last one's ankles.
Okay. Go ahead and roll might, please.
the dog can kill.
Roll might.
Sorry, shadow
Where?
question. The dog can kill.
No!
So sadly, he
Okay.
was able to shake off Milu pretty quickly, and on that note, he is going to, now that it is his turn. Uh, 1 second. So he has just his fists. So he's gonna go for a straight up like kick at Milu because he was just trying to bite, and so he's gonna roll physique for that. Actually, force. My bad. And 1 sec. And he got one success. So that means that
No, not the
Milu
dog.
has taken 1 damage, so he is incapacitated right now. That does not mean he's dead, so don't worry. And
That's my dog, you bitch!
yep, so Doggo toughness is 0 now, which means that he can't do anything. Um, so now this guy is probably going to take a couple step back and get some distance between you guys. And now it is Kai's turn. What are you doing, Kai?
Revenge
I
the
am
dog.
going to um take out my rapier because we stopped at
The castle.
the castle and I
Yep.
grabbed it. And I'm going to approach this gentleman here and stab at it.
That guy's already
What?
down.
Oh, this guy's already
Yeah,
down?
this guy right here is the
This
one
guy's the only
that's
one?
alive
Okay.
still.
Then I'll move
Yeah.
over to this one then.
All right, no
You
problem.
wanna
And then I'll
kill
stab at him.
him?
Okay. So go ahead and roll for that with your sheet there. You know how to do that, right?
Yep.
Okay. Hey, look at that. You got a success. And how
Nice.
much damage does your rapier do? 1. That
Yep.
is enough to incapacitate him. So you now have 3 physically broken men sitting in front of you. One is completely knocked out, almost became a meat shield. The next one
Hmm.
is stabbed and is now bleeding. He is definitely not going anywhere. And the next one is also been stabbed. This man brought his fists to a sword fight and did not win. So, yeah, good job.
Nice.
Are any of the two that are stabbed in imminently looking like they're bleeding out and are going to die? Are they mortal wounds or are
Probably,
they
probably the guy in the middle here because Jace did a pretty good hit on him.
okay? Ingrid will go up then on her turn, which is next,
Okay.
and she'll call out to Amanda, follow along. She will try and stabilize him so he doesn't die.
Roll me
She is
medicine,
still a
please.
doctor, even though they attacked us.
Yep.
Doesn't mean
It's
they
your
deserve to
duty.
die.
That means you're a good doctor. Roll me
Yeah.
medicine if you're gonna do that.
Okay. Uh,
Milo is like KO,
so yeah,
right?
get
No, it's not that.
bonus for
Sorry.
the medical bag. Yeah, she pulls out her bag. She drops her pistol inside of it now that they're all down,
Yep.
and wraps some. Goes to try and wrap some gauze around the wound and put pressure on it and all those things.
Ooh, I
Nice.
love
But
that.
probably good enough.
Yep, that was in fact good enough. You were able to stabilize him. You kind of sutured the wound real quick with your with your medical bag. Always doing a very good job, even when you're not at the hospital. Good work.
Hey, well,
Yay!
she did serve in the army, and so she's used to stabilizing people
Yep.
quickly. That was the goal. She wasn't like trying to get him up on his feet, just like make sure he doesn't die.
Yeah, you're like the poster child for doctors. Like, it doesn't matter who you are, I'm here to help you.
That's right.
That's good stuff.
Plus, then we won't get in trouble.
That's true too. Yeah.
The police won't be looking for us for murder.
Right. I assume that.
So
Well, we'll say that eventually you guys just end up leaving here, along with
Uh,
Amanda.
Amanda.
Question. I have sorry.
Sure. What's
Shadow
up?
question. I have a question.
What's up?
I can revive the dog hitting.
Oh, the dog. Yes. You can. Yeah, we'll say the dog is fine. I think. I'm not really sure, to be honest, the rules surrounding using your dog for combat. I mean, obviously you can, but like, I'm not sure if it would revive after the fact. So let me.
If necessary, Ingrid would try and stabilize Fido as well.
You see.
Milo.
You know
Well,
what? Just for the sake of consistency, go ahead and roll me medicine for Fido as well.
Okay. Do you want me to not use the medicine bag because it's an animal and not a human?
It doesn't matter. I
Or not?
think that it would probably serve the same purpose for the most part.
Okay.
okay, Shadow.
I
These
see
One
guys
more.
are
No,
She
KO.
is a competent doctor.
right there.
Ooh,
Good
nice.
job. So not
They are
only
KO.
what's up?
Yep,
These
they're
guys
knocked
are
out.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jace, I gonna say, okay, I do like a miss to disappear, but it's like illusion to nobody start to ask questions. What happens here? And before this, I fall weak of use my magic tricks.
Okay. Sounds good.
So just
Yeah. So they're not in a talking mode at this point. One is completely knocked out. The other is stable, but trying to rest, and the other one is bleeding, but he'll survive, and he's pissed. So he's not going to say anything to you guys.
I'm gonna they may not say anything to us, but I'm going to put them. I'm gonna go out to or into the off. No, never mind. I'm not gonna do that. Never mind.
No worries. Um, so you guys are escaping with Amanda. Are you just bringing her back to the castle with you, or are you bringing her to the
Yeah.
hospital? What are you doing?
yeah, I think we have
I'd like to
to
take her to the
save.
hospital if possible, just because she has been through a lot, and I don't know how stable her condition is. So
Right. I can let you guys role play that out if you'd like.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna
try and
carry my dog.
Okay. So Avery is carrying Milu.
okay, mental.
I'm going to just kind of look at Ingrid and be like, I understand that she's been through a lot, but at the same time, we will drop her off at the hospital eventually. But I would like to make sure that we're not going to be um,
Wanted?
wanted. So I think we should have our alibi set to where we go back to the castle first before going to the hospital, if that makes any sense.
What do you mean our alibi?
Well, in case we
Uh,
do get questioned by the police.
Well, I should hope
Jace,
I should report this to police. They took this poor woman and had imprisoned her. We have guards at the hospital. She should be safe enough for the immediate time. I mean, I just want to make sure that she's not going to. I don't know why she shakes gestures toward the stone. Why this brought her out in the first place?
Yeah, you're
yeah,
not really sure
you
how these
see,
stones behave.
or how long this might last. If she takes a turn for the worse, the hospital or the hospital is the place to treat her.
Which I totally understand. I'm just trying to proceed with caution here.
Yes, but I am proceeding out of the interest of my patient.
You see JC's in the floor like the Peter Griffin pose and say, "Well, I think we need all the options are good, but give me a moment to recover. All the plays are good. If someone can cover me, it's okay." And they fall like out of energy. Too magic,
Also,
too much
let's
magic
see.
for today.
I believe the hospital is closer,
I
right?
was
Castle Gillencrez is on the way north
Let's
edge. Yes,
check the map. I'll bring you guys to Uppsala. Yeah, you guys
Okay.
are currently
or like
actually,
down
yeah,
here or
you're
something.
in the southern part. There's southern Uppsala, which is a different map. So you're way down here, and
Hmm.
Castle Gillencrutz is right up here, and the hospital is right down here. Right.
Yes.
Ooh. It's the
So
So the
more
hospital is closer
close place.
the
and
hospital is
kind of
Yes.
on the way.
significantly closer.
Yes.
okay.
By the way, Shao, I gonna put myself exhausted because all the the things I do with my dark secret. I can put myself exhausted. I think is accurate with the
Okay.
role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. Um, sounds good. All right. Well, we're
I have another
just about.
question. Just
Sure.
sorry
Go
for
ahead.
context, real quick. How many people are typically around in our Castle Gillencruz? It's
Um,
just us, or
yeah.
are
So
there servants
your
or
butler is there, Algot.
okay?
He's basically the caretaker. You guys will grow your people that stay there as you
Hmm.
progress through the game and stuff by purchasing upgrades. So essentially, right now it's you guys. Well, whoever is still is actually living there along with the butler. So that castle is essentially yours right now.
Right, but it's what I'm getting at is it's empty. So if they
Yes,
confronted us, it would basically just be us and them.
pretty
At the
much.
hospital, there are presumably lots of people around, so it's much more public.
Yeah, that is
There
correct.
are, security and
Hmm.
people and stuff around, and more people. It's more public, which also she would point out might be, and but there are private rooms where we can, if we need to discuss things, and
Your castle is
without
very
being
much
overheard.
unguarded right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, there is that too, I guess. If they decide to counterattack, if we're not there, that would be not so great. But yeah, Ingrid is like, yep, patient. So if need be, you can just drop me off and go and secure the castle if you need to.
Okay.
So we're gonna go to the capital of the hospital. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm a bit
So
lost.
you guys, I guess, are gonna drop them off at the hospital.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
So we'll
I think I'm
call
gonna
it
go
here.
straight to the castle.
I would say that you went to a vet for your dog's health.
Maybe, yeah, maybe that makes more sense. Yes.
Sure.
And I need a little hand.
Need to
Yep.
have a hug.
And you just need to rest.
Yes. Who carry me?
And that was quite the impressive trick, though.
Yes.
I'm
All
quite
right. So, do you guys want
impressed.
to go over the experience points now, or do you want me to just post it in Discord?
We should probably
Uh,
just post it in Discord if that works for you
Hmm.
guys. I have a thing that I need to get to this evening still, so
Yep. No
okay.
problem.
Or and I don't mind
Yeah.
sticking around later. Not everyone needs to, but I can help.
Yeah, I can go over with
We can
XP with you
discuss.
guys. Yeah,
okay.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yep,
Have a good night,
have a
Follow
guys.
good
me.
night.
Have a good
Uh,
night.
Good night.
good
Thank you for
night. Those of
the
you who had to head out.
session. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Same for you.
So let me just get my book here. Hang on a sec. I like
No.
having everything in Legend Keeper. It's so much nicer.
Oh
It is
yeah,
nice.
totally.
Uh,
Quite amazing.
It's quite funny how my character sometimes is like a Moon Knight reference and sometimes it's like a It reference.
Right. Okay.
Sorry, I see a resume of this movie and
You don't need to be sorry.
I have full imagine. I, my imagination is full right
Yeah.
now with ideas.
No problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So, question one: did you participate in the session? Obviously, you all did, so that is 1 point. Did you confront any Vason? You did not this time.
Nope.
Nope.
Did you identify a previously unknown Vason? You have not. Were you affected by your dark secret? As a matter of fact, a couple of you were.
Yes.
Jace and Avery, and also
Seems so.
Ingrid. Yep.
No, actually, I don't know if I was affected. Really? Was I? I don't think so.
Yeah, I guess not. You're probably right.
Not really.
Um,
I'm waiting for it, but it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah.
yeah. Because we're doing a
Um,
lot of medical stuff, so.
yeah, yeah.
Yep. So we'll get there. Don't worry.
We'll get there.
And all right. So that's 2 points now for that. And did you take risks to protect other people? Yeah, you guys definitely did this time around because you had gone out of your way to create the distraction to help an asylum patient escape. So that's
Nice.
3 points now. Have you learned anything? You guys learned, several different things this evening. Primarily that the Svea Mining Company has been funneling patients there.
Quite a little bit more about something. It's not complete, but something about these green stones.
And yes, the green stones definitely have some very peculiar powers to them,
Mm-hmm.
which seem to affect people differently too, from what you can tell. Because
Yeah.
the first guy there didn't even do anything to him, but the girl, she was comatose, and you placed the stone on her head, and next thing you know, she's jolted awake and screaming about Franzibald.
Yeah.
Very strange.
And the mystery of why they were heating it up, and I mean, there's still a few things we don't know, but
Yeah.
But we did learn something. So anyway,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Did you develop something in your headquarters? You did 2 rounds ago, so no, not this time. And did you perform an extraordinary action? I would say no. So 4 points tonight for all of you.
Okay,
Does
I
that sound fair
can.
to
I
everybody?
think I
Yep.
Did I
yes.
miss
I think
anything?
I can voice something. Just
Okay. 1 sec, I'll put that in
okay.
the Discord too.
I think I'm gonna
I
go
have.
ahead. I need a quick nap.
No problem.
That
Have a
seems
good night.
reasonable. Yep.
Yep, you
Good night,
Good
will.
Doc.
night.
Yep.
Good
Thank
night,
you,
dog.
Shadow, for hosting. Good stuff.
Absolutely. I'm glad you
Still
enjoyed
actually
it.
adjusting. I have to say
Thank
it's
you.
interesting with the 2 hour sessions.
What do you
So, because I'm much
like?
more used to 3, but
Oh,
with fewer combats, I feel like actually 2 is pretty good.
yeah,
It's
2 is
interesting
good.
though.
It's doable for me because I don't have the attention span to go further. Honestly,
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine.
it's
I
not
mean,
that
I'm
I
not
Thank
complaining. I'm
you.
not. I was just, I don't know, just commenting. I guess
yeah,
it's
it's
just.
not that I don't want to. Believe me, I'd love to play all day.
Mm,
I look forward to this stuff like all week, but I get antsy after a while. So
well, thank you.
yep.
Okay.
All right. Have a good night,
Night.
everyone.
By the way, by the way, I gonna voice 1 point of observation, and I have 5 of observation and 1 experience.
1 sec.
Okay, one thing. Let's see.
Yes. Thank you for the
I have
session,
one
Shadow.
last thing I didn't
You're
mention.
welcome.
Yes,
Shadow,
for a
which
moment I
was
feel I don't do nothing but the moment of distraction. Oh God.
No, it was a very good
By
yeah,
the
that was
performance
way,
very
tonight.
good.
By the way, this is thing I my mind great, but I think the green stones work like a kryptonite
Yeah.
for Jace, but I need to have upgrade this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
You're
Good
welcome. Good
night.
night.
Good
Where,
night, Shadow. Good
Good
night.
night.
Shadow? Where's the information on our headquarters and which upgrades we have?
So
It's in
that,
Legend Keeper somewhere, I think, right?
yeah. Let me show you. I think I did. I link that. I can't remember if I linked it.
Uh,
One sec. Mm-mm.
I don't see it pinned. Because I was gonna say, if I recall vaguely, we had a thing where if we wrote up the journal, we'd get the extra experience point.
Yes. Okay. So let me
But
pull
I'd
up.
have to write it up, and then, but maybe then everyone can have 1+1.
So hang on a sec. I know it's in here somewhere. I just need to find it. It's down in here. One
I
sec.
can't remember if it was under the
Ping it.
campaigns or under the. There's a thing about headquarters and upgrades, but I think that's just the rules part.
Yeah, right here. Okay. So this is up to date. And let me put that in chat. So if you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see a bunch of stuff that's down there
Whoops.
that has some information in there.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Right. So I presume for the annals of the society, then I would actually write stuff, like actually write stuff up, and then maybe post it into the one of the different threads in the on
Yeah,
the server.
yeah, you could do it into the.
And then if you want, you can copy it over into the Legend Keeper.
Sure, that
Okay,
works for me.
I will work on that. I just wanted to check on that and see how that worked, and I wasn't sure if somebody else wanted to do it. Actually, I'll post and see
Yeah,
if anybody else
not
wants to.
everybody probably has the same interest. I wouldn't expect them to, but it's certainly worth asking. But that's a good
Okay,
idea.
I'll type that up.
But to be honest, I wouldn't mind doing like a 3-hour session, but I'm just worried that other people may have a problem with it too, because I know a lot of people
Yeah, I
work
know.
into
Well,
the night.
we didn't take a break midway this time. I think. Do we
No,
normally do that at this one? Because
sometimes.
that's one of
Yeah,
the things I've done in other ones where we have 3-hour sessions. Because I think all my other campaigns are 3-hour sessions.
yeah. I
But
know.
we usually try and take a break, but we don't always do it. And if we don't, it can get a little uh, rough at the
Yeah,
end.
that's what I'm kind of worried about with this game is like,
Yeah.
because it's a lot of role play, and I don't know how people respond to that because you could tell that Doc was starting to fall asleep. So I'm just like,
Yeah, well, I think she has a few special exceptions.
yeah,
Normally, she's like trying to get up early for this, but
yeah,
yeah. I just remember, so I'm a little bit older, but back when I was in college, the first time,
hmm
uh, we used to do crazy marathon D&D sessions,